Now today we are looking at the Organic Playing Cards Avocado deck, which is such a cool deck and is on Ripple Shuffle right now. As you are seeing this video, it is up, so you can pick up this 2-deck set, which only comes in deck sets of 2. You either get 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. I'll be going into all of that and everything else that you get alongside these decks when you decide to purchase them. So it's super cool, and let's get into it right now. So before we do, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell because I put out a deck review every single Wednesday. Now let's get into it. Now there's only slight differences between the tuck boxes, and the actual cards are all the same. So first, of course, let's look at the tuck boxes. Both of them say Avocardos, have this cool green lining, and it really does look like the inside of an avocado. One here has the core of the avocado and this one does not. Now this one is actually embossed, so you can feel it has a bump here all the way around it, and this one is debossed as if it is gone from here. So actually, if you put them side by side, they actually line up perfectly, which again is super cool. So besides the front of the tuck boxes, which are going to look exactly the same, the sides and tops are all going to be very similar, and then the bottom is OPC ad copy, just like always. And the back has a few extra things because it has the OPC logo, and this, which takes you as a QR code to organicplayingcardcompany.com. So you can check them out. I'll leave that link as well in the description below. Now the inside tuck flap does not have anything, neither do these two, but this part does, so you can check out all of their social media and things. Now that's all I can say for the tuck box. Let's get into the cards. Now the first thing we're going to look at are the jokers. Now I'm going to show you them one at a time because the first one looks like a normal avocado, but then the second one is hollowed out and has a 9 of clubs reveal, which is super dope. Although later I'll show you why I wish it was a 9 of spades instead. Now your number cards are going to be bicycle standard, everything you have always come to know, but instead of black you're going to have a really dark green, and instead of red, you're going to have this bright orange. So these are your colors for your number cards. Now I'd love to hear what your favorite part of the court cards are, because for me, the court cards as a whole is usually my favorite part of OPC and what they do when they produce playing cards. It's always the court cards. They are fantastic. We have the Jack of Spades with some on his finger, the Queen of Spades holding bread with avocados on it. We have the King of Spades holding looks like a crate full of avocados. We have the Jack of Diamonds holding an avocado. The Queen of Diamonds has a plate. The King of Diamonds has a plant. Jack of Diamonds has avocado oil. The Queen of Clubs has another plant. The King of Clubs has sliced it down his sword and the pit stayed on the tip, which I think is super cool. The Jack of Hearts has it between 2 chopsticks. The Queen of Hearts has guacamole. And the King of Hearts has a spoon and a hollowed out avocado. Go down to the comments, pause the video real quick, and let me know what your favorite one is, and then I'll tell you which one my favorite is. So, my favorite is the King of Clubs, simply because the pit stayed on top and didn't get completely sliced. I just think the intentionality behind that is super cool. Now, no surprise here, all of your aces are going to be standard. And by all, I mean, of course, not the Ace of Spades, but we'll get to that in a second. Now, remember how on the jokers, you had a 9 of clubs reveal, but your duplicate card is a 9 of spades. So I wish they would have had it as a 9 of clubs, or had a 9 of spades reveal, so that way you could have gone hand in hand with some really fun effects, but I guess that's just a missed opportunity. Now before I show you one of the last cards, being the ad card, aka one of my favorites ad cards that they've ever had in an OPC deck, I'm going to show you the Ace of Spades. Now this Ace of Spades is a bowl of guacamole, and then the part that's normally at the bottom is a chip that has dipped into the guacamole, which is super freaking cool. I love this Ace of Spades. Now for you to understand why this last ad card is so cool, I'm going to have to show you the back design first. So the back design looks like this. It is super cool, done in a really neat orange with the avocado not straight up and down but diagonal in the top and bottom. So it is a two-way design and looks fantastic. I'll show you all that on how it looks in a second. Now the other ad card will now make a lot more sense. One side, of course, being just the double back, just the back design. The other one has been hollowed out. So one side still looks normal, and the other side has the pit taken out. So I think that is a super fun way of doing this. And now let's get into the fun stuff. At the end, I'm going to show you the sticker that you get to put on the passport and the keychain, so make sure to stick around to the end for that. But if you're buying playing cards, there's a few things you want to know when you're buying them. How does it feel? Can it Faro? Should you buy it depending on what kind of person you are? How thick is it? What does it feel like? There's questions like that I'm going to answer for you right now. So first of all, can it Faro? Well, let's see. The first thing is top to bottom, and the answer is an easy yes, mostly because it's printed by the USPCC, and you guys all know that they are fantastic. And then from bottom to top, once again, absolutely beautiful. Not like freakishly smooth, but because this is well, I'll get into that in a second. Heck, let's just get into it now. So the stock and finish, again, the finish is going to look gorgeous. So when you're fanning this deck, I've been fanning this deck for a long time now, and it just glides. I mean, look at that. It just keeps... watch this. It's just so smooth. I just love this deck. I really do. Now, how does it feel in your hands, right? That's what you want to know. How does it feel in your hands? Well, there's two ways to know. One is how thick is it, and how does it feel? Those are two very different things. How thick is it? Well, there's thin, middle of the line, and thick. Now, this is definitely a thicker stock. It's on a premium stock, a B stock, a casino stock, however you want to call it. Now, it feels a little bit different than what your normal casino grade stock does. Now, the normal grades are buttery, middle of the line, crispy, and stiff. Now, this deck right here, this one is a buttery deck. It leans between buttery and middle of the line, but I'm definitely putting this one into buttery. So it's a thick, buttery stock. So if you've ever had an OPC deck, it's going to feel like it's like all of the rest of them. And from the looks of it, I wouldn't be complaining about that either. Now another question is, should you buy this deck? Well, personally, I think buying decks depends on what kind of person you are. So if you're a magician, I would say you can use this for Magic. I see nothing against it. I have a couple things for it. So you have the Nine of Clubs reveal. You have the semi-duplicate jokers, which you could go kind of in and out with, but that would be a little bit harder. You do have the double backer that has one hollowed out, so that could be a fun way of using that trick, creating different effects with that. You could even just like have one pit in your hand, and then when you take it off, you can like look like you pull that pit off of the card. So many cool ways you could go with that, plus the extra Nine of Spades. Now the back design doesn't really handle for Magic anything in particular, but I think you can buy it for Magic. If you are a cardist, 100%, I'm not even going to go into this, the answer is yes. Collectors, definitely. OPC has made so many decks and they're amazing. If you like fruit and avocados, which probably just means you're a Billie Eilish fan, like myself, she's amazing. If you like to play card games, I think you can definitely pick this up. Now, know who you're playing with so they don't screw up the cards, but I think you can use this for card games. It's not marked, nothing like that. It'd be super easy to play card games with. The last one, is it a hype deck? Not at all. The amount of intentionality, even just like if you're looking at the court cards, you can tell this is an intentional deck. So if you're going for a hype deck, sorry this isn't for you. They put in good work for it. Now first we have to look at a couple of things. First being the sticker that we get. So this is going to be the sticker right here, the avocado that you get on your passports. Now you do get another passport, so if you already have one, you get another one. You'll just be collecting passports at the same time that are all going to be empty. But the other thing you get is a keychain. When I say a keychain, I mean an avocado keychain. So it looks super cool. It's really short, so it's not going to be dangling like halfway off your keys, which is super annoying when that does happen. And then here's what it looks like. Looks super good. And if you can't tell, the back is made out of like a really shiny plastic, really smooth. But the front is super soft, which is not really what I expected from this. So I don't even know if you can tell. Like honestly, I think even on camera it just looks soft. So just for reference size, this is how big it actually is. There we go. So not very big. Actually, it's really pretty freaking cool. Now, I'm not a person that usually has things on his keychains, especially things that are like just an avocado. If it had like OPC avocado or OPC on one side and avocado on the other, I think if they would have incorporated it more like that, I think I definitely would have been more inclined to put this on a keychain. But since it's just an avocado, not like a avocado fanatic, I think it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it's a cool idea. I think I like it. I'll definitely have it, but I don't think I'll put it on my keychain. So if you want the cards, which would be 2 decks of cards when you get it, one being embossed, the other one being debossed. If you want a new sticker so you guys can fill up your passport, if you want another one of these babies, check out in the description below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off. Come on now, you know this is going in top 100. So we have a new spot in our top 100. Now, if you want to see what the top 100 decks are, since this is the last deck review before we hit the crazy stuff in November, this top 100 deck live stream, well technically I think it'll be like 104 with those ones on top, but this top 100 decks live stream is going to be on November 20th. I'm not sure what time it is yet. You'll have to wait for a community post on the community tab on the channel, so you can subscribe so you get notified when those drop. Instagram will also have the time for that as well. Plus, we are running a giveaway on that live stream, so you will not want to miss out on that either. And more fun news besides just those things. So we have the deck review, like the top 100 decks live stream and giveaway. We have all of this crazy stuff. This all going to be going. I'm going to be going through the stories behind all of it. It's going to be a blast, and we're giving away stuff while we're at it. And on Friday, we're doing 2 things, which is in 2 days, if you're seeing this live. We're doing 2 things. Number 1, doing collaboration with MLT Magic Tricks. This man has like 400,000 subscribers. 400,000 subscribers on his channel. That is ridiculous, and we're doing collaboration with him. And this couldn't happen without you guys, so thank you so much. The other thing is we're announcing the winner to the You Decide Challenge. So if you don't know what the You Decide Challenge is, and you've missed 3 seasons of it, I'm really impressed at this point that you've done that. So seriously, you'll want to check that out. I will leave the link to season 3 all in the description below. I need your vote because Mr. Magic Cardistry, the person who I had to face this season, did a really good job, and it's kind of scaring me. So please make sure to go vote on all 3 videos because I don't want to have to do those punishments. Make sure to check it out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off.